Welcome to another episode of Chamber Talk, brought to you by the Antelope Valley Chambers of Commerce and recorded in the studios of Lighthouse Studios. Today, my guest is Donna Hill. My name is Mark Hemstreet. I'm the CEO for the Antelope Valley Chambers of Commerce. Donna, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Cool. So, Donna, you wear, before we get into Mom's House, which is our main topic today, which is your nonprofit organization, which you do a phenomenal job running.
Thank you.
You wear a number of hats in this community.
Do. That's why God gave
Donna
me a big head.
is on my board of directors for the Antelope Valley Chambers of Commerce, and she also is a committee chair. Talk to me about being a board member and having your committee. Tell us about your committee real quick.
Okay, so my committee is, well, first of all, being a board member on the Antelope Valley Chamber of Commerce is is awesome. I've been on there quite a few years, and Mark sought me out, and I thought it was very brave of him because I'm not always normal. So, but I've enjoyed it, and this year he's given me the opportunity to lead the Diversity Awareness Committee. And basically, we are looking for resources and ways to help businesses in the Antelope Valley embrace their diversity awareness, showing how it is actually very important for your business to look like the community that you serve. So we're doing a number of projects, and the board of directors and the chamber have been very, very supportive. So I thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. And we will bring another Chamber Talk podcast on our diversity awareness. I think that's something that needs to be discussed, and we can talk a lot about that. So I'm looking forward to that. You also have another job. You work for our elected official.
Yes, I work for, he has a new title. So it's
Senator, California State
Senator Scott Wilk, and he is the Republican leader of the state Senate for District 21, or the state Senate, actually. So, Yes, so that's my day job. That's what allows me to eat and live. So it's very, it's actually very rewarding. It's a little odd now with COVID. I am a field rep, and obviously we're not in the field. We're slowly getting back, which is a good thing. But for the last year or so, we've been doing casework. So Senate is over all state agencies. So just a fun fact, if you have any problem with any state agency, you can call your local Senate office or your assembly office. And if it's a federal thing, then you call your congressman. And then if it's LA County, you call your supervisor. So there you go. But just know that you're not alone. When you're sitting at home and you're having trouble with things, you can reach out to your local legislators, and we will help as much as we can. That's
what I like. Donna, she brings a lot to the table. I enjoy her personality and just what she does for our community. So Mom's House. How did you get into it? How did you start this organization, and why did you start this organization? I mean, I know this is a very personal story for you, so let's hear about it.
So Mom's House was birthed through my relationships and my experiences with my mother, Shalmetta Elaine Paulette Johnson, which is why it's not named after her specifically. But she passed away in 2009 from complications from multiple sclerosis. So her last 6 months of life, she was in a nursing home. And it was a place that I said she would never go. But then, you don't know what you don't know. She needed a nurse. So, but while I was there, I just realized how Americans tend to throw away their seniors. There were many lost and forgotten in there. Luckily, my mom wasn't one of them, but when she passed, I made it my mission to find a way to help isolated seniors. So this is what Mom's House mission is, and it's we empower seniors to actively age, and then we also our secondary mission is to address the generational gap. I think the reason it's so easy for us to disconnect from our seniors is because our families are kind of broken. Maybe maybe you had a bad relationship with your mom and you haven't spoken to her, or grandma's a little cranky, so you don't really want to deal with it. But when we lose those connections, then we lose a whole part of ourselves. I'm not who I am today. I couldn't have been who I am today without my mom, my grandma, my aunts and uncles. And I know so I just had my 60th birthday. And so I know when you're younger, because believe it or not, I was young once, but when you're younger, you don't even think about, you don't think about like retirement. You don't think about when your people won't be around anymore. And the older you get, the more, you think about your mortality. And then you realize one day that they're all gone. My moms, my aunts, my uncles, they're gone. My generation, me and my cousins, we are the older generation now in my family. And
right.
So all those questions, thank goodness I talk a lot, but all those questions that you had, I can't call grandma anymore. I can't call my mom anymore. These are things I'm going to cry. So, okay. So all that to say is this is why Mom's House is in effect. It's to reach out to those seniors who need, it's to reach out to those families who need some connections. And then we've even added youth because it's a generational thing. Seniors need youth need seniors.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Although when you say you can't call your mom, but you can always go back. I know I lost my mom a few years ago, and I instead of, obviously I can't call my mom, right, but I can think, what would mom say? And I pretty much know what mom would say in almost every instance.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I'm convinced. My mom is here. She knows I'm scary, so she'll never pop up in a room because I'll have a heart attack. But but my mom speaks to me in my dreams. I pray a lot, and so yeah. But you never. As I say, you never know what you have until it's gone. Mm-hmm. And so I don't want anyone to not take advantage of the opportunities that they have right now. Right now, because, life, as we know from the last year, tomorrow's not promised. Life is not guaranteed to be the same as it was yesterday.
Absolutely.
So, yes. So Mom's House is here to service the senior community and in any way possible. Our programs are flexible. So if we don't have a program, we can normally develop one. If there's a program that's not working, nobody's using, we easily just, park that for later. I have a habit of thinking or God gives me programs that aren't actually cooked yet. So I'll roll them out, and it's not for today, but it might be for next year. So, we're actually flexible. We want to help. So
let's talk about a couple of the programs you guys are doing now. I mean, maybe we need to do a little pre-COVID and COVID, because things have changed for seniors. I mean, I think seniors have had some of the biggest impacts by COVID.
Right.
So what were some of the things you did prior to COVID? Hopefully we'll go back to those soon. But what were some of those programs?
So we've been around since 2013. And when we first started, we did a lot of seminars. We did like hoarding and just issues that address challenges that seniors have every day. And then other organizations started doing seminars, so we backed off of that because, why reinvent the wheel?
Right.
So directly pre-COVID, we had a program called Mobile Crafting. So we took and Mark's Rotary Club was one of our Lancaster West Rotary was one of our sponsors for mobile crafting. And basically what we did was we took crafts, easy crafts, because I'm not crafty, but we took crafts out to senior facilities, and they loved it. They were crafty. Yeah. Thank goodness somebody in the room was. Some of my seniors, some of my volunteers are actually pretty crafty. So we take easy crafts and we take them out to local senior facilities, and we would do that monthly. We also had a senior praise dance team. So senior praise dance class. It started off as a class, but they were so cute that people started asking them to perform and so they're called the MomsHouse Royal Movers. We met at the AV Senior Center, and we would do dances and practice. And basically the purpose of it was, first of all, for recreation and for socialization, but also just to keep moving. I don't know if you know, but if you don't move it, it gets stiff. Okay, so if you keep yourself moving, then when you're older, you can still move it.
So now that you're older, you're starting to get stiff more. Is that what you're saying?
I keep moving.
You keep moving.
But
Okay.
for all of you who don't, all of you other older people, but yeah, so we did that. And then we also performed a lot at other at churches or whomever was doing things. We have an annual program called Generations, and it's a multi-generational fashion show. It's our annual fundraiser. And what that does is we pull together groups, three or four of multi-generational groups. So a senior, an adult, a youth, possibly a child. It just depends. They can bring their family, but most of the time people just sign up and we put them in groups. And we say fashion show, but it's more. It's not really about fashion. What it's about is building those generations, building those relationships between generations. My thought is that if you can connect with a youth that you don't know, maybe you can go home and call your granddaughter or, your great grand or whatever,
Right.
So we tried our first one last year online. It wasn't quite as smooth as I would have wanted, but I learned from my mistakes. So hopefully this year it'll be a lot better. But we actually love doing it. So even if it didn't look good on video, we had a good time. Okay. So that's some of the things we have hundreds of programs that we've done. We've been pretty active, but since COVID hit, of course, we had to shift. One of them was doing our annual online. It'll be better this year, so stay tuned. But we developed a couple of new programs, and the one that really took off is called our Grand Bags. And what we do there is we pull together boredom busters, mind tackling activities, and we partner with local organizations and that deliver food and hygiene items, and we give them books or activity books, adult coloring books, puzzles, those things to keep you active and engaged. And we also throw some information in there because there's lots of resources out there. Everybody doesn't use the internet. And so recently we were donated by City of Lancaster. They have some awesome resource magnets for seniors.
Oh, nice.
Nice big print. So those of us who can't see. So we add those in. So if there's any resource that we can get our hands on, we distribute those. And so we have done over 4,000 Grand Bags since April of 2020.
Wow.
So yeah.
A lot.
Yes, and it's an awesome program. We've collaborated with like Grace Resources, who does senior food delivery, AVPH, who does senior feeding. We've also just gone out to like Arbor Gardens and just given them bags. We partnered with Kingdom Life Fellowship Church, who did a Thanksgiving dinner delivery, like a turkey and a basket of groceries. And so we partnered with them and delivered. So and now we've started doing, we got a little grant from LA County. Thank you. Okay, so we started adding like fancy hygiene items because people give necessities, which is cool. There's nothing wrong with giving food and just basic things, okay? But we're all about showing the love. Mm-hmm. So we want to go that extra step, and so we started adding like bath and body, fancy, nice. Because if you smell good, you feel good, and so we do. We've also started doing holiday. So this last Valentine's Day, we gave our crafts were like Valentine-y kind of crafts. And we have men, don't think we've left you out. We do men bags too. Yeah, that sounded bad. Bags for men. We're not just female oriented. We reach out to male seniors also. So you don't, and if we give you the wrong thing, give it to your girlfriend. But yeah, there you go.
There you go.
So,
Nice.
Excuse me.
So I know some of your programs. You don't have a like an office space or something like that you have a footprint or a retail location. You're more that you and Mom's House goes out to different places. Mm-hmm. So if there's a senior group, or if there's even if someone's out there listening and they say, hey, my dad would really enjoy having that type of interaction or mm-hmm. getting involved in this kind of a group that makes you feel part of the community and activities and things to keep your mind alert and your body awake. How do they go about doing that? I mean, what's the way of getting in there?
Okay, so our phone number is, I always forget phone numbers because I have like multiple. So 661-547-0277. So if you're not an internet person, you can call me, 661-547-0277. More than likely, my executive assistant will answer. Her name is Azrina, but you can call her Queen. So she'll answer and she'll hook you up. We also have email. Oh, I know my email address. It's momshouse@momshouseav.org. Okay. momshouse@momshouseav.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. So it's @momshouseav. And we're not grammatically correct. So Mom's House is all one word, capital M, capital H. All right. What else do we do? Oh, our website, www.momshouseav.org. So whichever way you want to reach out, feel free. We are mobile. So yes, we do not have an office because we're about reaching out to isolated seniors. And so mobile wouldn't be, mobile is the best way. We go to you.
That's cool. How many people work with Mom's House? What's the scope of all now? You're a nonprofit, you're
mm-hmm.
a 501c3, which is charitable, so people can donate to Mom's House.
Absolutely.
Get a little extra money in the pocket, a little bit to Mom's House there, so they can make our seniors happy. But your volunteer, how many people are involved in Mom's House?
Well, we our volunteer. Well, first of all, we have a board of about 7, not about 7, it's of 7.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's 7. We can take up to 13, so we are looking for board members. So if you have a love of seniors, please reach out. Our volunteer base runs from, depending on what's going on, and from it can go as high as about 60 consistent volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to rotate because our services are for seniors. A lot of our volunteers are seniors, so we want to make sure we don't abuse. We don't want some people. I don't know. Some of my seniors just can't say no. And I'm like, no, you need to go sit down today, and let me find somebody else to do this. Okay. Right. So so we've got to, but we're always looking for volunteers. When you mentioned donations, yes, we do take donations, but we take all kinds of donations. So we can do in kind. If you want to volunteer some time, that's awesome. If you want to sponsor our graham bags, we do the graham bags for approximately, it's $5 a person. So
nice.
And we can make a pretty good bag. We're starting a new program. I'm going to throw this in there. It's a sensory box. We're trying to, before COVID, we were trying to write a grant to do a sensory program for Ellis and John. And it's just for, it won't be just for them, but that's who I was designing it for. And it's basically for seniors who have cognitive issues. Obviously we were on pause because we couldn't wander into Ellis and John during COVID. But then I thought maybe we could make sensory boxes. And so that's what we're going to do now. I'm thinking, I just pulled this out of the hat last week. So I'm thinking they'll probably, my rough estimate of what a box per person is probably between $10 and $15. And what if you don't know what a sensory box is? It's a box where you put things in. So you can do a field box and maybe put like some sand or some Play-Doh or something, and it just brings back memories. You can do a sound one where and I haven't figured out how to do this one yet, but where they listen to like clips of songs, and it brings back memories. And basically all it does is it reaches back, because when you're having cognitive issues, there's triggers. You may not be in the world today or in the space in today's world. But if I play like your favorite song or a song that throws you back, then you kind of connect and you get some relief.
You get some peace.
You get some peace. Yeah. So we're starting on those, but I'm really good with pulling the most out of what I get. So we would love a huge donation, but we also appreciate small. If you have a company that you have something that you think would benefit seniors, or if you have some information, we'll be more than happy to put that in. Like I said, this year we had to shift, and we're doing up to 500 bags a month this year. And we're rotating organizations. So this month we're doing AV Senior Center. We'll be delivering those, not today, but this next week, excuse me. So if you want to sponsor a place, we'll be more than happy to put your name in there, put your information in. I'm easy. Throw me an idea, and we will make it work, and we'll make sure that people know that you're helping. Also, we have a running scope of work. So we'll add you to our list of collaborators. So, yes.
Awesome. Thank you. A lot of ways to donate. And, if a lot of people don't understand cause marketing. The cause marketing is where you donate something to Mom's House, but then you also put on your own website that you support Mom's House. Absolutely. You support seniors, and there's a lot of people when they're looking to buy something, if they connect with you on what you support, you're going to get a better customer out of that. You're going to get someone that's going to come, that's going to be loyal to you because you both share the same vision. You both have the same ideals in life. And a lot of companies don't always get that.
They don't get it, yeah.
And I think it's important just to remind people out there that cause marketing it's a donation, but it's also advertising, because you're going to get your name out there, and you can put that on your own website. You can let people know that you support these organizations, and that builds a better relationship with your customers out there too. So great way to do it.
I want to tell you one thing before you go.
Absolutely.
Because we mentioned donations, but I didn't tell you how you can donate. So we have you can go on our website, which is MomsHouseAV.org. You can donate through Facebook. You can also, we have a PayPal. So it's MomsHouse at MomsHouseAV.org. You can call me up. You can send a pony. I'll pick it up. Whatever. So you can call us up at the 661-547-0277. We have a Cash App, which is Mom's House AV. Yeah, I think that's it. So cash, check, charge, whatever. Okay, we will make it work. And like I said, and all donations are appreciated.
Even volunteer hours, manpower.
There's
definitely a need for more people to help out. So if you have it in your heart to help a senior,
absolutely,
contact Donna, because Mom's House is a great organization out there in the Antelope Valley, and we're proud that she's out here supporting our seniors and giving them a better life. That's kind of what it's all about. We gotta take care of our seniors.
We do.
Gotta take care of us.
Because you one day will be a senior, if you're lucky.
Absolutely. I want to thank Donna Hill with Mom's House. Yes. We're here at the Antelope Valley Chambers of Commerce Chamber Talk, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you very much.